evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Kelly Cook. Tonight, the city of Memphis hosted one of the many anti-ICE protests happening nationwide this weekend, but not without conflict with state officials. Action News 5's Gardner Montgomery was there as it happened. He joins us live in the newsroom with what he saw and heard on Summer Avenue today.
That's right. The protesters marched peacefully from the AutoZone in the Berkeley neighborhood to Graham Wood Elementary. But it was on the march back where my cameraman and I witnessed a tense encounter between protesters and state troopers. Tensions between anti-ICE protesters and Tennessee state troopers grew after one protester was detained by state officials. This phone video shows a patrol vehicle striking a protest marshal standing on the street just moments earlier.
This is dangerous!
Hundreds gathered at the protest organized by Indivisible Memphis Sunday afternoon, demanding accountability from Immigration and Customs Enforcement following the deadly shooting of a Minnesota mother, Renee Good, by an ICE agent on Wednesday.
What happened in Minneapolis was an offense against every decent person in America who believes in due process, justice, the rule of law, and the sanctity of life. U.S.
Representative Steve Cohen announced he and fellow Democrats are working on legislation to reform ICE, also sharing he supports abolishing the federal agency.
They're not even looking into their backgrounds. And they're telling them if you don't like your hands being tied by rules and regulations, they won't be tied at ICE. And that's why we had this lawless behavior in Minneapolis. It starts at the top. Needs to come down.
The city of Memphis has seen a surge in ICE agents as part of the Memphis Safe Task Force, having made hundreds of administrative arrests since October.
If it happened in Minnesota, it can happen here in Memphis, right? So we got to stand together in unity, and we got to show that Memphis cares, and we're not having that here in Memphis.
Not every person at the protest stood by the message, with a brief interruption by a counter-protester.
We cannot let people drag us into hate. We cannot let people drag us into prejudice. We have to choose love.
We did reach out to the Memphis Safe Task Force and Tennessee Highway Patrol for information on that incident with protesters and that detainment we saw on Summer Avenue. We are still waiting for a response. Reporting live in the newsroom, Gardner Montgomery, Action News 5.